Hey, we're gonna do a quick interview with Lydia Holes from Styles by Lydia, and she has actually asked us to come visit her at her house, and I'm so excited to see what a designer does to her own house. So come on, let's go. What are we doing? We're going to Lydia's. I'm gonna go interview her about staging and get to see her house. I'm so excited about seeing where she lives and how her design skills are used in her own house. So that's pretty exciting. I'm so excited. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Great to see you, Liz.
I'm so excited.
Yay.
Do you want my shoes off?
Yeah. Wait, you can do whatever you
And
want.
look
We have
at the
Josie
kitty.
here. We have Josie here to greet you. She's kind of the elderly resident of our home.
Hi, Kitty.
Yes,
Hi,
she just loves that spot because the light beats down on her. So.
Oh,
you know.
wow. I'm very excited to see your house.
Yes, I'm so glad you could come.
Yes.
Yay.
So I want to see, kind of the designer aspects that you put in it and why you did it. And then I just want to have you talk a little bit about staging and what you do. And
Perfect.
Stuff. So show me around.
Yeah, sure. This is our living room. And this is kind of a historic home. It was built in 1918. So when I decorated, I kind of tried to still have old stuff with new stuff just to have it updated, but also pay honor to the house and when it was built.
Yes, I love the black above the fireplace.
Thank you. And what's really funny about that is I wrapped it in wrapping paper at Christmas time with this dark wrapping paper. And then when I took the wrapping paper off, I was like, I missed the darkness up there. So then when we were undecorating for Christmas, I was like, I think I'm gonna paint it black because.
So you do random design jobs just every day?
Randomly. Yeah, like random. Like I happen to have a little bit of paint left in a can. I'm I have just enough to do the mantle.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Anyway, so this is our living room. Just kind of like our chill spot. And then over here we have this is the room we hang out in the most.
Oh my goodness.
It's the family room, obviously. Just we chill, watch TV in here.
These are beautiful.
Yes, isn't that fun?
Yes.
And what I love about these is you can store all your stuff in there. It's like your games and your blankets, and it's just really easy.
Really handy. They need to bring these back.
I know they do.
They need to bring these back.
I know, for
Okay,
sure.
so I saw you do this weekend.
Yes.
So tell me about it.
Yeah. So when we had 2 Christmas trees this year, and you know how your house does feel so empty when you take Christmas down and you have to like bear through the winter.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to do something to this corner to just make it feel full. And so right away, I'm like, I gotta wrap my Indian up in lights just to kind of have a little like light area over there. But then I originally only had this piece of art in our family picture over here, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna make a whole little like wallscape here so that this corner is just kind of more fun.
It really works too.
Thank you.
I was watching you do it, and I was like, wow, that's just so creative. Very good idea.
And
Very
what's
good.
funny is it's actually a lot of it is my daughter's art. I have a daughter who's going next year. She's starting college and she's going to go for art education. And so she did like the pencil sketches, and then we needed one little spot down here, and I asked her if she could just whip up a scroll for us. And so she just like was like, okay.
Very
and she just went and
talented.
did, yeah. So, and that's actually her. That's like a self-portrait of her. So
that's very talented.
yeah.
Very
So
talented.
she's kind of a fun gal.
Yes.
And then through here we have our dining room. And actually this is the first homeowner of the house, May Goodrow, over here. And she was one of the principals at East High School. So she's kind of like an iconic figure on the east side. And I had a friend who whipped up this cool little portrait of her for us. So just kind of a nice little way to remember.
Pay homage to
pay homage to May.
the first owner.
Yep,
That's awesome.
yep.
Is this built in too?
This is built in. And yeah, if we ever move, it's gonna be kind of funny because we're so used to having these built-ins now, where I feel like we have to buy some get some furniture because this stores like everything.
Yeah.
And then this was just a weird little, I don't even know what was here, but I had this mask from this lady in Eureka Springs that made all these cool masks. And we just did this like a few weeks ago too, after Christmas when everything was just kind of like sad. And so Trent's like, let's hang that mask up on that weird little nook area in the dining room. So,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, more built-ins over here.
Yes. Yep. And this is kind of a fun feature. They when we moved in, there was just like this kind of ugly green marbly wallpaper back here, and so I just painted it white and then just put these circles all over it and made it look like more current wallpaper, just for a little something extra.
Very cool. What's this here?
That's our laundry chute. So
Wow.
yeah, and it's all the way from upstairs. So you
like you clean your napkins off the dining table.
you go straight down to the basement.
Awesome.
Yep. And it's great for upstairs for all of our laundry, because then we just like throw it down the laundry chute, and it's kind of awesome. And then our kitchen was, I think they fully remodeled our kitchen like maybe, it's kind of like 10 years ago, but we like it. It's good. It's a good kitchen. Someday I might like redo, this flooring isn't my favorite, so I kind of want to do a black and white checkerboard floor. I just think that'd be really fun.
Yeah. That would be
So,
very cool.
Here's Trent.
Hi. Just waiting for water to boil.
Oh, yes.
So
You know,
exciting.
a watch pot never
Yep.
boils.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
for
I know.
sure.
That's the truth.
So,
Okay, so there's your refrigerator.
yeah, there's the refrigerator.
What do you have going
I don't know
on
what
there?
we got going on in here. We've got looks like we've got some milk going on.
Sauces.
Lots of cheese from Wisconsin. We got some Point root beer because my hometown has a brewery, so we of course had to get some brewskis from
You're
there.
from Stevens Point.
I am.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
So Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and then
Home of the Blue Bullet Point Lager. Right there.
there you go.
Put that in the back so the girls know what that.
Nope, but we have the root beer up front for them, so they have something. But yeah, that's our refrigerator.
Very cool.
Yes. The bathroom remodel, which just about took a few years off of our life. So originally the house had a hallway that went all the way to, we have a rooftop patio, and the hallway just went all the way to the rooftop patio, and then there was one long awkward bathroom. And so we decided to turn the hallway and the long awkward bathroom into 2 bathrooms and a walk-in closet. So right here is the girls' bathroom, and it just kind of suits our needs so much better, because the old bathroom had like this janky angled tub where you actually had to go up a step to even get into the tub. So every time we showered or took a bath, it was just kind of super annoying.
This is beautiful. You've kind of
Thank you.
blended modern with old. I love
Yeah,
that.
thank you. And that was what my main goal was. I wanted it to feel like modern conveniences, but still it fits with the style of the house. And we did salvage as much woodwork as we could. Like, this is all original trim, and like where we could, we tried to keep it and like just freshen it up so that that it's still like blended with the house. So anyway, so that's the girls' bathroom. And this lump right here is George, who every time we have people come over, he hides. So Georgie, why don't you show, he's a really pretty kitty. And this is George. It's just, so that's George. That's about all he's gonna, are you gonna do any more?
Just be cute, huh?
They're nice people. You don't have to be afraid. When, for the remodel, we actually had, this used to be, this whole wall was closet. Just like, it was like 2 closets. So then when we ripped the wall out, we got this little built-in here, which is kind of fun. And then the chimney goes up, so we actually kind of kept some of the brick exposed just for funsies. And so, yeah. And then if it was summer, we could go out here because there is a cool rooftop patio, which is just a great little place. And when you go out here, it's just like really, really fun. But right now, as your feet are probably freezing cold, but we really like it.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's just so fun, like you can watch people will be playing tennis over there, and like there's just always lots of commotion over on the east side too. So there's always like fun stuff to watch. remember there used to be a wall here, so then we opened the wall up, and now when you go through here, we have our walk-in closet. And we have a built-in system, and it works out so great, because really, it's so nice and private, because it's like, the girls never really come back. It's just kind of nice to have a space where we keep it clean and tidy, and really, we're the only ones that ever are back here. You know, it's just like a little, we got our Keurig, so you can have some coffee while you're getting ready. And then all the way through here, then we have our bathroom, which is smaller than the girls, but honestly, like, we're fine with it being a little small. I mean, it works really great for us.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, and then Trent made this little, we went to the Restore and he bought like a huge piece of butcher block, and then he just cut it and stained it, and so then we put keep our towels and toilet paper there. So
Very cool.
yeah, we like it.
Very cool.
Thank you.
I love it.
I do too. As though we possibly can.
Wow, it's very organized.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot right now. These are usually kind of empty because we got a lot going on, but January's just been a little slow. So
Like the whole market is.
it's like the whole market. And so then you even can go down here and there's like an aisle of pillows. So if you want to get that, it's kind of funny. It's like you feel like you're in a dungeon, but like it totally works. Like we've just like utilized our space and like crammed as much in as we can. And I can find stuff actually really easily.
So tell me, when you walk into a house, how do you decide what design to use?
I usually will, I always take into account what the style of the house is. So if it was a mid-century house, if it's a new build, so I try to always honor that and then tie in trendy stuff. So whatever we do, we try to tie in trendy with whatever style the house happens to be, and it always works then. It's like the no-fail recipe for a house. So
Very cool.
yeah. And then most houses need like similar things. Like most houses are gonna need a couch. They're gonna need 2 chairs. They're gonna need a coffee table. So as far as like what we bring, it's kind of similar, even though it looks different.
Yeah. So, what would you say to somebody who is considering staging?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is be prepared to be like, it's not as glamorous as people think it is. You are hauling stuff all the time. You really have to you have to be strong, and you have to like move stuff a lot. Like and then the fun part is like the last half hour of the house. Like so much of staging is preparing, like looking at the house, making your list, pulling things, getting it packed up, loading your trailer, unloading everything, and then you get to do the fun part.
Yeah. So, and obviously you have to put a lot of money up front too.
Yes, you do. You have to. Yeah. So when we first started out, we just used our credit card, and we got a few stagings right away. So we just like charged everything, and we just bought everything. And then slowly, as you keep getting more jobs, and I do feel very fortunate. I don't know if that would be the case with everybody, but we were pretty fortunate to just kind of keep getting jobs. So then for a while, we weren't really making anything. And then slowly it just kind of starts building up. And even now, like I still will get, like when during the fall, when it was just crazy busy, I would have jobs where I didn't make anything because like I would rent some stuff, and then I'd have to just go buy like all the accessories. Like literally we were just like diminished. And so I still will have days like that where
And do you feel sad when you have to put some of the things out to pasture?
I do a little bit because you get attached to them. But I also, it's funny because like a lot of stuff, it's not like it's necessarily out of style. I just get tired of using it.
It's been used.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, and like some of it I'll use in our house, which is kind of fun. Like anytime I want, I can like, a lot of times if I'm dusting or cleaning at my house, I'll feel like, oh, the family room needs like some pillows refreshed or like something, and I'll just be like, I'll just go down to the basement and go grab some pillows or something.
About people that are selling their house, what's the value of staging?
I feel like the value of staging, I just can't, like when people walk into a house, usually within the first 7 to 10 seconds, they're deciding whether this is even gonna work out for them. So if the house is completely empty, they're not having any sort of emotional connection or anything to the house. I mean, they're seeing it and they think maybe it looks nice, but it's not really grabbing them usually. And we have just found that with staging also, like all of our houses when they're empty don't really look awesome. Like even if we took all the stuff out of here, you're gonna see all the flaws. So when you stage, that stuff doesn't stand out as bad. It's not like you're hiding it, but you're making it so that when someone walks in,
It's not the first
first thing they see is like the scratch on the floor, you know, or whatever. And then, but like the majority of the time when people pay for staging, they're gonna almost always see a full return on it, if not more, because they're gonna have more interest in the house. They're gonna have more buyers in the door. Their listings are gonna, the online listing will get more traffic, you know, so.
And it gives them some good ideas on what they could use some of the awkward spaces for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And those are like, and also what I actually love awkward spaces because when you stage them, it becomes an asset rather than like a negative.
liability,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they're like, oh, this makes my house unique, and now I know
Right.
how to use it. And
Right.
so
it's a little reading.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Very
So
cool.
yeah,